Alright, in my room at Excalibur, probably going to go play Aria, then work my way back towards Excalibur, probably play MGM when I get bored with Aria. Kicking off the day with some somber news, I know. So I wasn't in town between like late August and early March. Somewhere in there, MGM does not do the buffet to go anymore. Sad. Probably affects me more than you, but link at the top if you missed that video of me filling the to-go box with meat, bringing it back to my room, and mixing a little of it with rice every day, and it gave me food for like 3-4 days. That was awesome. Can't do that anymore. Learned that today. But on a happier note, I had some errands to do earlier. At one point, I was in the post office, and if you're into Vegas lifestyle channels, I ran into Norma Jelly at a post office. Funny place to run into her. I saw Jacob from Jacob's Life in Vegas once in Sahara. Didn't get to meet him. He walked by the poker room. I was in a hand. By the time the hand was over, he was long gone. But always thought if I ran into someone like that, it would be in a casino. This was at the post office. So there you go. My day so far. I do have some hints and some previews for you when I take breaks from my session in Aria. And then when I go to MGM, and then when I take a break from MGM, I have like 3 things that I need to tell you about. Hints, bits of information. You will hear everything eventually, but a lot of stuff has been happening fairly recently, or like in the future, if that doesn't make sense. So be it. So, got to give you some updates on some other things, but I'm gonna put my shoes on and get out of here. Alright, inside Aria, gonna start playing. I'll kick it off with this change in plans. I was planning on going to Utah for a day, a 1-day trip this weekend. Told a few people, there was a table actually here at Aria. A guy had recently moved from Utah, there was a viewer at the table, so it came up that I was going. So now I'm not going, so feel the need to say I'm not doing it. One reason, voice is out. One reason, my neck has been pretty stiff for like a week or so don't want to be on 2 flights. In addition, I was actually going to rent a car. There was somewhere specific I really wanted to go, needed a car to do it, didn't want to do a lot of flying and driving with my neck kind of out like this, so plan on doing it eventually, just not doing it this weekend. So there will be more poker in Vegas, and first break from Aria, I will tell you another change in plans, but gotta get a seat. Alright, I've been playing about 2.5 hours. Fun table. There was an Armenian guy, very social. He's on a different table now. Guy on my right from Montana, also very social. The Montana guy said earlier today he was playing with Sethy Poker. I'm not so familiar with the Instagram poker personalities, S-E-T-H-Y Poker, but he was in the room playing. Yeah, what else is going on? I will tell you now, another change in plan. So when I see inexpensive weeks, inexpensive weekends especially, I book. I'm on the Caesars calendar, the hotel room rate calendar a lot. If I see a good deal, I book it, sometimes very far out. So I had a lot of April booked, except for April 24, 25, and 26. I was gonna go to Southern California, hang out with Herbs and Rye. He's not free that weekend. So then I thought I'd go to Arizona. I actually booked an Airbnb, and because my neck has been stiff and not really getting better until like today, decided to refund that and stay in town. So I wanted to mix it up, take a trip to Utah, take a trip to Arizona, give you some more scenery, but it looks like for April, I'm just gonna be in Vegas the entire time. Didn't really want to drive 5 hours to Phoenix, 5 hours back, and drive around when I'm in there with my neck not doing so great. I can drive, but it's just pretty annoying. So, little change in plans, but I imagine I used the other preview. I said there are going to be some previews and some hints on some things going on. I imagine the thumbnail was the thing everyone's waiting for. When I stop playing Aria and walk to MGM, I will tell you the other thing. I need to go to MGM no matter how late I play here, because in either tomorrow or yesterday's video, don't know the dates of the videos yet, there's some information I need to disseminate, and I don't have every detail, so I have to go to MGM to find out the information. So I'm going to go back and play until I don't. Alright, from out here in front of the Waldorf Astoria, used to be called something else. Aria's right back there. Veer Tower's right over there. Anyway, Played 4 hours, 4 minutes, lost 198. Things were going poorly anyway, losing a lot of small pots. Then I got all in pre-Kings versus 8-5 off. I showed the Kings, the 3-seat, said I have 2 unders, and I said, jinxed myself. I said I've lost to 2 unders before, and on a Jack 6-2 rainbow flop, I lost on the run out. So minus 198 over here at Aria, walking to MGM. Fun table though. Seat 4, who had stacked a guy straight to straight, and then won a pretty good pot, boat versus flush, sees seat 3 win a small pot with pocket kings, and he says, how can I get a hand like that? Straight versus straight and boat versus flush. Looked like he was having a pretty good run of cards himself. Classic Roger. Seat 1 was Eduardo. He watches the videos a few days ago. Another shout out. Guy in the Minnesota Twins hat. Didn't catch your name. Also the same day as the Twins hat. Nathan. Sometimes someone starts a conversation, it's not explicit whether he watches the videos or not, but it seems like maybe. So if Nathan's watching the video, shout out to Nathan. But now, probably the moment everyone's been waiting for, let's flash it back to question mark days ago, keeping that a secret, but it was definitely in the past, not in the future. And let me show you this clip. All right, flashing it back to month redacted, day redacted. Information eventually, but you must know, I'm wearing my white button-down shirt. Why else would I be wearing this? I will tell you, I parked in Bellagio, you can tell, and I'm wearing my dealer audition clothes. These are facts. No more information right now, but have an appointment of sorts within the poker industry, and I'm gonna keep it pretty cryptic for now, but information very, very soon on what I was doing today, and I think that's gonna be it. All 35 seconds of it. Now, flashback to the present video. So all details about everything will come out in the future. There are more reasons why I canceled the Utah trip, more reasons why I canceled the Arizona trip. Also, I will tell you where my appointment was, with what entity, what it may or may not lead to in the future. But that happened, that appointment, and I filmed for a couple minutes. So there you go. I'm gonna walk to MGM, hopefully actually win some hands at MGM, not like here at Aria. So that's it. My name's on the list. Great service lately at MGM. If a specific floor person answers when I call, he just knows it's me. I don't even have to say anything. He just says, you coming in? And that's the end of it. My name gets on the list. So that just happened about 3 minutes ago. So I'm gonna walk down to MGM and play some more hours, and hopefully better result than minus 198. All right, last scene of the video. Nice to meet the chef from the Netherlands. Also, word on the street is Sean from the Cage at MGM watches the videos. Interesting time, played about 2.5 hours, stats at the bottom. First table, like, tons was going on, but it lasted like 5 minutes. I walked into the table, there was an all-in in progress, called in 3 spots, and then 2 players betting heavily into a side pot. The player who won left. Then the guy on my right, who seemed to be furious that they served him an old-fashioned in a tall cup, like a tall glass, not like a shorter, wider glass, and he wouldn't stop talking about it. He went all in blind, lost, looked like he wanted to lose, and left. Said he was going back to Aria, where they make old fashions the right way. He said he was paying $3,000 for his hotel room each night at MGM. I think he was exaggerating a little bit, but he was really mad about the old fashioned. So he left, and like in an instant the table was down to 3 people. Next table was good though. It was solid. We had a guy from the Netherlands, we had the guy from San Diego, we had the other guy from San Diego, we had the guy from the Netherlands was calling Shaq, and we had the guy from Cuba, we had a guy from Germany, he left, and we had 2 more people from Germany. So yeah, that table eventually died down. I think it's 4 or 5 handed now that I left. But yeah. So I made my way back towards Excalibur from Aria, played a little at MGM. Oh, you saw at the bottom, yeah, I lost. I was down like 100 in the first like 10 minutes, so minus 32, I think it was. Wasn't so bad, won a few hands towards the end there. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. A lot of hints at things to come. The video is revealing all of the things I mentioned earlier in this video. The information will be out there. Now, not quite the time, but in not too long, I will have more details on why Utah was canceled, why Arizona was canceled, and why I was wearing my long sleeve white button-down shirt. And remember, rice is a spoon food.